Did it just... Oh, well, this is strange and unusual. It's definitely live, but I'm about to touch the camera. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Hi, everybody. Welcome to virtual write-in number 3 of April's Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm Lauren.
I'm Claire.
We're interns, and we do a little bit of everything.
Interning stuff.
Including
these. So,
including the write-in. So what is a virtual write-in? It seems like a lot of you in the chat are saying that this is your first time, and that's great, and welcome back to those of you who have been here before. Virtual write-in is just a time for us to like throw some prompts your way and let you, suss out what's up with your characters and plot, etc.
Hopefully they'll be inspiring. If you don't like our prompts, just like throw them out and write something else instead. That's totally fine too.
Yeah. So we're gonna just have some sprints today, which is a prompt where we give you some time on the clock and you just start going for it. You don't have to use the prompts we give you, but we encourage you to because we spend some time writing them and we think it's fun. Also, just a quick mention that Saturday, April 11th is our donation day, and we're going to be searching and rescuing some of your novels.
Yep.
And we hope you participate. There's fun goodies involved and some extra special video type things for you.
It'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
Also, if you have any suggestions or feedback, we lose the chat at the end of the video, so if you could put them in the comments below the video, we would really appreciate that as well. So just while everybody's getting together, we're gonna start off with a warm-up activity.
Yeah.
And
so the warm-up sprint, you're not gonna find in the comments. This is just off the books. So we titled this one In a Nutshell. We're gonna take about 5 minutes for this. And we want you guys to write a 1-sentence description for each character in your novel. Ready? All right, 5 minutes, go. All right, 1 minute, guys. Try to wrap it up. All right. Hope you guys are ready. We're gonna round up this last one. If you guys would be so kind, we would love to hear or read what you guys wrote.
I mean, I don't have hearing that good.
So if you guys could like send us what you guys wrote, just your favorite sentence, whichever one describes whatever character, send them over to us. We're actually going to be using them later for a super fun activity. That will be disclosed later.
Yeah. We have great plans for them. We hope you aren't disappointed. But with that said, while those are rolling in, we thought we'd tell you what the topic of today is, and it is some more character development for those of you who are here Tuesday. It's not the same prompts. We've got more of a sense of developing how your characters are thinking and reacting and not just describing them. And for those of you who weren't here on Tuesday, well, now we can do some character development. And we have a quote in mind that will get the juices flowing.
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite authors for writing about fiction. It's John Gardner. This is from The Art of Fiction. And he said, "The writer must do more than simply make up characters and then somehow explain and authenticate them, giving them the right kinds of motorcycles and beards, exactly the right memories and jargon. He must shape simultaneously an expanding creative moment, his characters, plot, and setting, each inextricably connected to the others." So he really stresses how all the different elements in the novel that we've been talking about are connected to each other and how imperative each one they are in their own right.
Also, we read a comment from somebody named Superhouse37 that participated on Tuesday who said, "Can you imagine a story without characters? That would be so difficult." And we thought it really hit home as a point about how important characters are to a story. I mean, you are welcome to try and write one without them. It would be a lot of descriptions.
I'd like to read that. I don't know how that would work out, but that'd be interesting.
It'd be a really interesting picture you would paint for several pages, and then who knows where it would go. And
all right, so sprint number 1. This is down in the comment box if you guys need to read it later. Imagine that 2 of your characters get stuck in an elevator. Choose any 2. It could be your protagonist and your antagonist, or 2 minor characters. So take that as you will. And we're going to spend about 10 minutes on this one. So have fun and start now, if you please. All right, one more minute, guys. Right.
Woo!
So hope you guys enjoyed that. I actually.
What you ready?
did.
What you ready, Claire?
She's
got pages
yeah.
going on here.
So I don't know what my word count is, but I would say it's about a page and a half on a legal pad with very loose cursive writing. So, you know, yeah, I can't count that right now. But yeah, you guys can send us some of your workouts. We love to see what you guys have written, or at least how much you've written.
I see Anna B wrote 325 words for the first character. I'm not sure if that was from the warm-up sprint or from this last prompt, but that is a hell of a lot. So
good.
Holy cow, we're hoping some more roll in. While we wait, I still very much want to hear what you wrote.
Well, this was kind of random. I didn't take it from anything else that I was working on, but I wrote it about a protagonist best friend and her dog, who is allergic to dogs. Well, the best friend is allergic to dogs, and they got stuck in an elevator because the friend was being nice and taking the dog out for her friend. And she's also claustrophobic, so that was a very stressful time for her.
Holy cow. The word counts are rolling.
Sweet.
Star Armor says 309. We've got Dana Tumbaga with 404. M. Rishi with 183. We've got Puff Daddy Swag-a-Lot with 136. That's a great name. Alex the Rat's got 320 and a little blue face. And Nub Black says, why? The heartbreaking wail of a little girl was all he could hear. All the other sounds were drowned out by it, but as he looked around without moving his head, he saw no one in the throne room respond. Every time, Nova, I've seen you in here before. You are nailing it. I want to know what you're writing. I might go find your camp profile. I did not write anything that good. My characters are losing limbs left and right, and they don't have the surgery to get them reattached. They're just trying to use super glue, but some of them get stuck together, and it just makes more trouble for them.
From personal experience, I know someone who got his tooth knocked out, and he tried to super glue it back in.
Oh my god!
So, just tips for your characters.
I mean,
they shouldn't do that. Or bad things will happen. Unless you want bad things to happen to them. So,
well, bad things are happening to them. It's not a hijinks situation, but
yeah,
that's horrifying.
Yeah, so, real story.
Kenshi Akui says, no, she said quickly, a flush rushing over her cheeks. It's not that, you just, biting her lips, she muttered something he could not hear, and some ellipses, so we're wondering what she could not hear. But, okay, Hoovian Girl says, pale gray eyes accusing, her bony fingers gesturing in little circles and lines in the air between them. I could feel her displeasure rolling off the wrinkled little body like a crescendo.
Wow.
Which is a great word. Speaking of great words, I think that we're going to try and do a little activity right now. So at the warm-up, you guys wrote some character descriptions, and we thought it'd be really interesting to see how someone else interprets the description you've written, because everybody's mental image is different than the one that you've created. So now we're going to invite you to take a minute and try and draw out some of the characters based on the descriptions you wrote in the warm-up, and we're going to draw some of your character descriptions very quickly, and we're going to just flash them at the thing and read it, and at the very end of this, if we've drawn yours, we're going to put it on our Instagram account, and you can look at it later, because they might be garbage.
You'll probably laugh, so yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a minute to do that, and see what we've come up with. So start your drawings. We're gonna put maybe like 3 minutes on the clock, not spend too much time on this because we want to keep back to prompts soon.
All right, 3 minutes. Go draw some of your characters. I'm sure it'll be great. All right.
We also, if you want to post them on any accounts and then like mention us, we'd love to see them as well. I'll do these two?
Last two? Okay. I'll do the first two.
Okay.
can keep talking, I guess, while we're drawing. This isn't full sprint. So I'm going to show one of mine right now. I have drawn a comment from Blearids, which says, Julie is a plain, frustrated superhero who doesn't know it. Lazy, but a ball of energy. And we've got here some backwards lettering because that's how the camera works, but it says, pow, kablam, lazy, super crazy, and she's actually a ball of energy, because that's how I read that in my head. And then she's got an L for lazy, which looks more like a J right now. And Claire has made something over there.
So I'm going to read Puff Daddy Swagalot's one-sentence description. Landon Terry was a bona fide piece of American cheese with a pre-sliced, individually wrapped American dream. So I interpreted this as very stereotypical and not very, I don't know. Anyways, there's Landon Terry chasing the American dream in the usual rat race that we're so familiar with. You can see my interpretation is, debatable. So yeah, you're working on your second one?
Yes.
I've actually got my second one already done. This is Emma Hickson describing Draven. A seductive fire in his eyes, but dim inside. So I try to focus on the eyes on my drawing. Another disclaimer, I'm not a drawer. So, yeah. But yeah, there we go. Just kind of focus on the eyes there. I thought the eyes was really fiery. Maybe you'll see it better on Instagram. We'll put some nice filters on it.
This is
They'll
all
look way better.
Yeah. And then I've got Kylie Castronaro, who said, Lena, the doctor called it agoraphobia, but I knew better. I wasn't sick. And I've got someone stuck in a house. This was very quickly drawn, and I apologize. I'm sure that it is a much more intimate moment than I did. And yeah. I didn't do it justice.
Awesome descriptions. So if you guys want to share your drawings with us, we would love to see them. We're sure that they're better than ours, especially because ours were done.
Puff Daddy Swagalot says you nailed it. Yes! Oh my gosh, it's a good.
Awesome.
This is really just an attempt at something new. So we're glad you liked it. They were stick figures. Yeah. You know that. So we're gonna get back on track.
Right. Serious faces, guys.
We can't see your sketches at the moment, so the comments that you made them was just very heartwarming for us, and we're gonna have to just mentally picture them again, which we already were. And we're gonna jump back into the writing of it all. Yep. We are at the next sprint, which is about writing a characterizing monologue. And so we're gonna take a deep breath, like, whoo, shake off that drawing and get back to the typing writing. We want you to pick a character in your novel and jump into his or her head. And what's going on in there. Try and write a characterizing internal monologue, or dialogue if there are multiple personalities hiding in there, like I may have done in the chat. And we're gonna put 10 minutes on the clock for that, and go for it.
All right, about 1 more minute, guys. Gonna wrap it up. All right. Hope you guys are ready.
I'm gonna say some thoughts here.
So if you guys want to send us anything, send us a few sentences. We'd always love to hear what you guys have to write.
I'm seeing some funny ones. It looks like Hockey Baby 39 says, "Hey, a bunny. I wish I had a pet bunny. They are so soft and cuddly. But then I remember all of the traumatic stories I read as a child with killer bunnies in them." I'm assuming you approach this as like a stream of consciousness kind of exercise, which is exactly how I did it.
Same.
You,
actually,
in fact, affected mine because I read that comment and then I said, I wonder where my killer bunny slippers went. I know I used to have a pair, but the only way to deal with that trauma is to buy a holy hand grenade of Antioch, because that is what kills the killer bunnies.
Totally logical. Yeah. Cool.
A, B, C, D, you know, they follow. What did you write, Claire?
Well, I guess I kind of ignored the prompt. And I went to I actually used I went off of my elevator scenario and did a stream of consciousness for the dog.
And
yeah, for the dog that was stuck in the elevator with his master's best friend.
Squirrel.
Well, there's no squirrels in the
Butts and like.
But yeah, there was something about bacon in there, and then he was licking the girl's tears because she was crying, and it kind of tasted like bacon.
Oh, good.
So that was kind of how mine went.
Look at this. Word count's rolling, and we've got.
You got 308 by M. Ricci.
Let's see what's going on here. 522! And a handful of exclamation points.
Yeah.
And we've got more exclamation points following numbers like 270 and 251.
Awesome.
Then there's 255, period.
Yeah.
And then
Trina Lee Grant, 456.
Exclamation point. Liz Brown says, kind of makes up for me being careless in my romantic life. If you want to know the truth, yes, I know I can be kind of a jerk. I do love them and leave them. Ooh, Liz! I mean, I feel bad for that. Kylie Castanara says, was I punishing my daughter with my paranoia? That's what everyone said it was. Even Ada's dad. No one was, oh man, it's moving so fast now. No one was coming to hurt us. It was all just a figment of my imagination. And then we've got Wolfie the Great saying, I'm just a small girl with a loud, borderline obnoxious personality. I figured that was part of why everyone hated me so much. I didn't really know how to keep my mouth shut. I don't know if this is for your character or a little personal, but I know that's very true for me. And so that's why they put me in front of you guys, because I keep talking.
All right. Well, that was fun. I had a good time. And I think that was actually a good example of how you can totally ignore the prompt and still come up with something pretty cool, which both of us did, actually. So,
yes.
Do as we say, not as we do. Or do either, actually. That's
do either. Just play along.
Yeah.
We're having a great time, I think, in the chats over here.
Sure. So we're going to jump into the third word sprint. This is going to be the last one for the day. I'm going to start off with another quote by one of my favorite authors it's W. Somerset Maugham. And he's wrote Of Human Bondage, a few others, lots of short stories and stuff. And so he said, you can never know enough about your characters. And I totally agree with him. I think that characters, like human beings, they always have something that you can add to them or describe or, anything. So the title of this word sprint is No Adjectives. We want you to describe your character without using any adjectives whatsoever, which is the main descriptor. So write a passage exemplifying your character, or if you don't want to write about your character right now, write about a person that you know. No adjectives. We are gonna do another 10-minute word sprint.
No adjectives?
No adjectives.
No adjectives.
Adjectives. All right. 10 minutes starts now. Go. 1 minute trying to wrap it up, and then we'll reconvene. All right, so that was a super challenging one. I definitely struggled, but I think it was good exercise, and I think for me it made me realize how much we rely on direct describing adjectives as opposed to trying to formulate
What
something
though?
around it. What?
I actually found out I write with almost no adjectives.
That's amazing. Wow, that's cool. That's really interesting.
I had a really hard time with this prompt because the minute I said don't do it, I thought of every adjective I ever have used in my entire life, because I love adjectives, but somehow I don't use them when I write. And looking back over what I've been writing for the other sprints, I realized they're non-existent, which is weird, and maybe I should change that. So
that's really cool. That's interesting.
I mean,
so send us what you guys have. If you guys have anything you want to share.
Audrey Plouffe. I don't think I've tried to tackle your last name yet, but I've seen you in here before. Said, I just mixed my character's timeline into a big ball of wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff, and then went on to explain. See, at first I mixed up when she was bald versus when she had hair, and I mixed up when she was in the military versus when she was not, and then I gave up and decided to tell you guys about it.
Cool.
And I'm not sure how no adjectives brought this on, but we're glad it did, because wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. Probably the best way we could ever describe a timeline, and I plan on using it. Oh my gosh, despicability, is that a word? I'm not sure, Emma Hickson, but I think you can make it up if you want it to be, because it serves a function in your sentence. There are no rules. I mean, there are if you look in a dictionary and other writing sources, but I make up words constantly, so that's fine. What did I came up with one the other day, and it was great, and I don't have it anymore. Never mind. Ignore me. Trisha Sterling says 484, and Alexis Alexander says 248, and then 1,027 for the whole time.
Nice.
Emily Durham says you want to read that?
Yeah.
Want to read some of these? These are great. Yeah. Have fun with them.
So Emily Durham, her eyes were curiously wide, a hint of a mind that ran at full speed. All she did was worry, leaving a wrinkle between her eyebrows which sat just below a mop of hair.
You
nice. That
did it.
Really good. Yeah.
That was impressive.
Oh, and by the way, update despicability is totally a word.
Now
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Great. Someone looked. Now we know.
Yeah.
I saw that comment about adverbs and pretending they don't exist. I would like to say that adverbs are a very important part of every sentence, and that was not what we suggested to do. I'm an adverb stickler, personally. Riki says, Richie? I don't know. Says part 3, pushing open the door, she stepped into the meeting room full of DNK and room of DNK Industries, and then seeing the figure standing before her, she screamed. I don't know what parts 1 and 2 were, but that is a great place to lead it to. All characters must say despicability. That is our new optional sprint idea. Thank you from Hoovian Girl 13. Zoo Girl says 685 for total time. That is impressive as hell. Joe Ball says 220.
Yeah, good word counts, guys.
And the moonlight soaked into her fur, not a ray bouncing back. Hala 113
That sounds like
Cool.
some very light absorbent
Yeah.
fur, and something I'd want to like snuggle with potentially, or
Yeah.
get swallowed whole by, because it sounds like a black hole. Maybe.
One or the other. Who knows? But awesome, you guys did really well on this, and we're glad that you guys got something out of it, despite its ridiculous. That was a challenge. That was a good one.
Far-fetched adjective, Jasmine B. Is that a question or a statement? It must be in response to something. I don't know. But we're gonna start wrapping this up and telling you some things that we think you could want to hear, like Anne Lamott, you know, the Birds by Birds author. If anybody's read that, I don't know. You don't have to know that. It's her birthday tomorrow, and she wrote an amazing It's Almost My Birthday piece with the things she's learned in life so far. And one of the best ones that was in there, relevant to you guys as Rymos, is that writing, French word, first drafts, button chair, just do it. You own everything that happened to you. You are going to feel like hell if you never write the stuff that is tugging on your sleeves, in your heart, your stories, visions, memories, songs, your truth, your version of things, in your voice. That is really all you have to offer us, and it's why you were born. So if you don't feel like that has given you some oomph and gravitas, then I don't know what will.
My favorite one, I actually just heard about Lamott today. Apparently she's amazing about writing on writing. Yeah, and she's from the Bay Area, which is where we're
and Lamott. Yes, Trisha Shirley.
Yeah, and she said almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. I had issues with technology, hence the pen and paper. So that totally works for me. Anyways, we are always stoked to have you guys tune in. We hope you enjoyed this. Please send us the drawings. They're probably way better than ours. We want to see them. Also,
we want to invite you again to use a different coupon code this time in the store. It is salute-shorts. This is backwards again. We'll put it in the comments. It'll get you 10% off. It's good till Saturday.
Yep, 2 days.
Speaking of money things, we have donation day coming up again. For those of you who missed it at the beginning of the video, it's Saturday the 11th. The theme is scavenger hunt, finding your characters and
camp,
stories.
search and rescue.
Yes.
We're helping you with plot and all that stuff. So
join us for donation day. We'll have fun stuff for you to play with and look at.
Yep.
And here's that in the comments. We're gonna say it's great seeing you.
Yeah.
We'll see you again next Tuesday.
I'll see you on Thursday, but we will see you next week for virtual write-ins on setting.
Yes.
Setting.
We're covering setting next week.
Yes. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Bye.